Today, I'm going to teach you how to revise a scene. I'm going to teach you how to go back into your past, whether it's an injury or it's a relationship or it's a certain amount of money that you want. You can go into the past and change it. Actually revise the scene. And this is a testimonial that covers that. And I'm going to break this down for you. That way you can use revision to create anything in your life. So let's go ahead and begin right here. For 39 years, I had suffered from a weak back. The pain would increase and decrease, but would never leave completely. The condition had progressed to the point where I used medical treatment almost constantly. The doctor would put the hip right for the moment, but the pain simply would not go away. One night I heard you speak of revision. So this is a man that goes to see Neville Goddard at his lectures, and then Neville Goddard's talking about revision. Okay, so one night I heard you speak of revision and wondered to myself if a condition of almost 40 years could be revised. I had remembered that at the age of 3 or 4 years old, I had fallen backwards from a very high swing and had been quite ill at the time because of a serious hip injury. From that time on, I had never been completely free from pain and had paid many a dollar to alleviate the condition, but to no avail. Okay, so this guy actually has an incident from his childhood where he actually remembered when he injured his back. So he was able to go back and actually change that. And that's what we get into right here. Okay, so this year during the month of August, the pain had become more intense. And one night I decided to test myself and to attempt to revise that ancient accident, which had been the cause of so much distress and pain and costly medical fees most of my adult life. Many nights passed before I could feel myself back to the age of childhood play. So he went back into the past, but it took him a few times of doing this, actually recreating that scene from the past and revising it and actually making it real. He's saying that many nights passed before he could feel himself back to the age of childhood. So actually recreating that event to where he feels like he's a child again. Going back to that event in the past to change it, you have to make it feel real. So sometimes it can take a few times where you're actually doing it and rehearsing the act over and over. That way it starts to feel real and getting yourself, like what he says right here, getting so he could feel himself back to the age of childhood. Okay, so, but he says he succeeded. One night I actually felt myself on that swing, feeling the rush of wind as the swing rose higher and higher. As the swing slowed down, I jumped forward, landing solidly and easily on my feet. In the imaginal action, I ran to my mother and insisted that she come watch what I could do. I did it again, jumping down from the swing and landing safely on my 2 feet. I repeated this imaginal act over and over until I fell asleep in the doing of it. So what happened originally in his past when he was a child, he fell off the swing, and that's when he hurt his back. So he's replaying this event now of landing on his feet. He's swinging back and forth. He creates the feeling of now being a child again, and he's back on that swing. So he goes back in time and creates that scene as if it's happening right now, thinking from it. So he's swinging, and then he jumps off the swing and lands safely on his feet this time, rather than the way that he remembered it before, the original incident. So he revises that scene, changes it completely until he lands on his feet and makes the scene real to himself. Okay, so within 2 days, the pain in my back, the pain in his back and hip were gone. They began to recede, and within 2 months, pain no longer existed. So he went through all kinds of costly medical repair to cure this issue. Doctors, to no avail, never could get anything done until he revised the scene. When he fell off the swing, when the injury originally occurred, he went back to that scene and changed it. And what you can do with this, you can go back and change anything. If you know when this occurred, when this accident occurred, whatever is going on in your life that you would want to change, and you know where it originated from, you can go back and change that scene in your mind, in your imagination, recreate it, go back to childhood or whenever it occurred, and actually change it. That's what I absolutely love about revision, is you can absolutely change anything, and that nothing is bound to you now. You have the ability to change anything in your life based on this technique. And what it does is it shifts you to that parallel reality where your past has changed. And once you change your past, you're going to shift to that reality where that injury never took place, or that relationship never took place, or any sort of trauma that happened in your past, that didn't really take place. You've changed it now. Now you've altered your past and changed it. So the present has to change with that, and your future will also change with that. So like he said here, no more back pain. He actually went to that scene, changed it, changed his life forever. All right, guys, I love you guys very much, and I wanted to share this because I absolutely love revision. And I want to go over this more on more topics and give you more examples to do this, but I want everyone to give this a try. If you have something in your life where you can actually pinpoint it, you can actually know where it is, find it in your past, go back, recreate that scene, and then run it in a loop. Change it to the scene that you want, like what you wanted to happen. Change that trauma or change that event that you didn't like, and make it conform to your new reality. Whatever you want your life to be, change it and recreate it. Recreate your future, your present world with revision. All right, love you guys very much. And don't forget to give me one thing you guys are grateful for in the column box below. And remember the scammers. There's scammers in the comments. So if you leave a comment and someone replies to you and it appears to be me and they're asking you to contact them at a specific number, WhatsApp, Telegram, Snapchat, or any of these things, do not respond to those. Those are not me. Just report those because that is not me. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.